team.
Come on, fellas.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he'll stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
35's the night. All day, baby. All day. All day, baby.
He'll try again with the arm here on second. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right. Go, Nick. Go. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Coming after you. Mike 35. Mike, go.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this out to the 33.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 4. Check 4.
He'll drop to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go option to the short side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way. We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
56.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Throwing is McDowell. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Well, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive complete. The tight end Kelsey, and from the 25 they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly, and that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on
on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Forward down. Hurt. Mike 35. Mike 35. I can't believe he let you play. I can't believe
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Again, this is their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
Play action. It's McDonald. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. They've got his man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Detroit. When I see a route like that, I don't know how anybody stays with these receivers. He curled back. I thought he was going to stop, then he just took off.
He really gave the impression that the curl was the end of the route. But when he turned it upfield and the throw was there, nothing else ever can do.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score time, 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
McDonald. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Krul McDonald, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Saints 7. Jack Fox to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Finding some room at midfield. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the keeper.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They're running it. 56 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Second and 12.
56. I got you. I got you. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready. It looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group of offense, it'll be a wild card when the postseason starting today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific at Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's a handoff to Swift.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Back to throw. McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. McCann for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Lions 21, Saints 14. Jack Fox to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Ready? Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Calling an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. And he's got this down to the 35. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. Second down and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Krul under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll run on first down. Swift, a decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. And the Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McDonald. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 33. Back to throw. McDonald. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on first down. McDonald. This one is Slayton over the middle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash here should be an easy one. McCann's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime. halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Running on 1st down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
35's the mic. I'm trying to collect.
2nd and 9 now. This one caught by Isabella.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
Watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing is McDonald. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here right now.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. McDonald sets to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This is a tough one from 49 yards away. McCann's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Back to throw now on first down. Finds a seam inside the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 5.
imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now of the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Saints 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the...
He's got his man. It's caught for the and touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moore. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Get that ball. Mike 35, Mike 35. I'm here all day.
Now a play fake here on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 35.
Interception, man.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
77 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Mike 7. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, we got to get
McDonald
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And goal.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, a bit of a tight angle. McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Being chased out left. Here's Johnson with a reception. Johnson holds poked free. Football's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Now again, right side. Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Hey, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Double tight, double tight. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down. Mike, 3 go.
Second and 13.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. 8 yards of the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
They'll set up to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Watch the screen. 35.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Watch the run, watch the run.
He'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tight is right.
We got 4. We got 4.
Hey, half the 60, half the 60. 18, 5 years.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Watch 32. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Evans and Mike.
They'll start with the option. And he got blown out. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's McDonald to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in the game that looks to have been decided already. McCann's kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mike 7.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
And they will take a knee here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun, McDonald. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It's a 49-yard attempt right edge. McCann's kick up and good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You don't have the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
35's the mic.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, New Orleans! His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. From the gun, here's Swift. And then the mover is way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, runs, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.